Okay, so we're gonna see the before of my studio, which for the record, it has not always looked like this. It functions as like my creative room, but mostly a guest room. And before it looked like this tornado, there was like a big daybed here, like a frame, and it had a trundle. And it was just really big, and I wanted something more streamlined. So we got a more streamlined bed frame. It'll be in here in a little while. And I think what else was in here? Like my treadmill, you can hardly see. That's where my treadmill lived. And in the corner was the Calyx with the TV on top of it so that I could watch stuff as I walked. That's basically all that's been in this room. At one point, I think it had my sewing machine up. And so it's just gone through a couple of iterations in the year and 8 months that we've lived here. And I want to turn it into basically like my haven. I want a place to read and all my books. I have a brand new setup with a monitor for gaming and content creation and any other things that I want to do. But that desk is down in the car and it's coming up because I just got it yesterday. This big box here is the monitor. It looks insane right now. So the first thing I'm gonna do is clean out everything that doesn't need to be in here. So I think we're pretty well cleaned out. Yes, Mimi. Everything that's in here is staying in here, just, for goodness, in some sort of configuration that isn't this mess. But yeah, I'm happy with having it cleaned out. And all those plants are gonna go on. What I was saying is they look a little bit droopy, so I'm hoping the actual sunlight will help with that. Those boxes are stuff that's going to be unloaded and then my husband's gonna build while I hopefully work on making the shelf somehow aesthetically pleasing, because right now she looking a little sloppy. He's busy building. That's going to be the plant stand that goes in that corner. Okay. Can't believe it. It's set up. I mean, everything kind of has to get settled, and I've got to clean up the rest of the room. But at least now I can like play my videos and listen to music, and I'm gonna cord manage all of that probably in a couple of days. I need to order some Velcro to stick the power brick under the desk, and then cord manage after I do that. I can't do any of the management until I have that Velcro, because or else everything's gonna be wonky. Also trying to figure out how I'm gonna be able to cord manage when like I'm gonna be sitting or standing. So the cords are gonna get pulled. I don't really know how that's gonna work. We're gonna figure that out once I have the brick or stuck under the desk. But everything is built, and that's the plant stand. It's gonna go in the corner here in a second. But yeah, it is a hot freaking mess right now, but I'm just happy to have everything hooked in, and the little dock that I have is awesome. I was able to plug in my keyboard and my mouse to the dock because I was really concerned. My laptop is ultra thin, so it only has two USB-C ports, and that's it. There's no HDMI, no USB regular. Like, I can't remember which one that is. So I was like, oh my God, am I gonna have enough ports to put in the keyboard, the mouse, and like still plug in the dock and all of that? But turns out I can run my mouse and my keyboard through the dock right here perfectly. And I think I'm gonna end up ordering a couple of speakers because the monitor speakers suck, like so bad. Even though it's a really nice monitor, it technically is an Acer 31.5, just 31-inch curved monitor. And while the monitor is stunning, the speakers are booty. So I have my little Bose Bullet in here, and that's what I'm running my sound through right now, which sounds impeccable, but that's Bose for you. And I'm happy with this little setup for the next few days until I can get the few more pieces of gear that I need. The chair is stunning. It's exactly the color I wanted, and I think this is gonna look really good with like the shelves as the backdrop when I'm doing filming at my desk. It just came together so great, and it's currently, I don't even know what time it is. Well, it's past 5 p.m. because I had them on, yeah. And we started around noonish, I think. So we've been at it for a long time. And once my husband got everything built, he's like, I'm out, which I get because he worked really hard. He built the plant stand, he built the desk, he built the chair, and he built the bed frame that the bed is currently on. So he was a happy little worker bee and did his thing while I was doing my thing. Forgive me that I have terrible lighting, but I just wanted to hop in here. And first of all, I've been trying to get the height of my tripod right for probably 8 minutes. It hasn't been a super long time, but it's been like trial and error of like, do I want the tripod here so that you see the shelf? Like, the idea was that whenever I'm doing filming at the desk, which it'll be most of the time, I want to be able to see my shelf. Well, it turns out that the shelves are too short, so you're only gonna see like a little bit here and then whatever's on the top of here. So this is gonna have to look really nice. And then you're gonna get probably the TV in the background and blank wall, which is fine because I don't want there to be a ton of stuff behind me. I feel like that is a little too chaotic and maybe overstimulating. So kind of blank backdrop behind me with the shelves over here. I think that's gonna work. But yeah, it's been a really long day. My body is very tired. So might be putting an end to the work for today and picking it up tomorrow, except that tomorrow I plan on doing half price books because it's their semi-annual, I don't know if it's their semi-annual sale, but they're doing like 20% off almost everything. I plan on doing that in the morning. So whatever I don't get done tonight will have to be done tomorrow afternoon. And I'd rather just get done today and then be able to enjoy the room tomorrow. But that means I probably got like 2 more hours of work packed in, and it's around 5 p.m. And like I said, my body is really tired. I got an IUD put in on the 17th of this month. And while we're super thrilled for insurance covered birth control, we're not thrilled by the aftermath that I've had to go through. It's been rough. One of the side effects of that is that I, for the first few days, had really bad cramps, like period cramps. You're not getting your period. And now I'm not cramping all the time, but putting my body through a lot of strenuous motion will trigger those cramps. So I've been experiencing that today off and on to like where I have to stop moving, and it's really not fun. So fingers crossed that goes away soon, but maybe I can stop and eat and take some ibuprofen, knock that out, and like put a fun video on my monitor and really get this room to where I want it to be. That's the update. And I'll see you again maybe in a few minutes after I've eaten and taken some ibuprofen and got maybe my second wind, hopefully, because I'm very tired. So it only took a month and a half, but the studio is finally done. And you just saw, thank you, Mimi. Mimi. Ah! Every time, you just saw all of the footage, the B-roll of the entire studio, and you can see Masubi in the back. That is her new favorite spot. Since we put the heated pad on that windowsill, she is constantly there if this door is open. And yeah, I love how it turned out. I went into this wanting like a gaming room for my gaming setup. Thank you, Mimi. And that was before I had made the decision to really get into YouTube. I mean, as much as I'm like really getting into it, it turns out like I'm using my computer more for administrative stuff for YouTube, like editing and all that jazz. But I really like it, and eventually maybe I will get into the gaming part of having my Asus ROG Ally. But right now, that is not the case. Maybe you look so cute. I'm in love with it. I love being in here. I have a mini fridge. I don't think I put footage of that in yet. Mimi, you, like, the camera loves you, girl. Look at that. Look at that model behavior. Stunting on them, girl. Ooh, she was made for the spotlight. What can I say? I'm a proud mother. That's all. That's it for this video. I hope that it turns out okay. I hope that all the footage looks better than I look right now, because I feel a mess. I hope you like it. I love it and intend to keep it this way because it was a lot of work to get it to this caliber of perfection. And it's still a little like janky in some places, like all of that cord stuff. I need to cord manage that. And that's about it. That's like the only thing. And like this, need to cord manage this nonsense. But I wanted to go ahead and get this video out. So we did what we could with the time we were given, as you should with your life. Let that be a lesson to you. This is where I'm going to end this video. Remember that you are absolutely one of a kind. You are awesome. There is no one like you, and you have a reason to be on this planet. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Say bye, Mimi.